Okay, I guess I'm a little bit an entrepreneur. I have invested in several business and running some business myself. And basically, I tried along the past many years to grow business itself. And I realized that a lot of entrepreneurs, especially the startups, actually need a lot of help, in particularly financial, and even expertise. So with that, it is sort of my passion that I would like to invest on new startups itself. So I would say that basically it's on an interest lah. Yeah, my interest. Well, of course, as a businessman and investor, I would like to make money from my investments. So along the way, this allows me to not actually operate, manage, and be hands-on on one particular business, but rather to be able to spread my time, my resources, and financial resources into different businesses in variety of industry that I probably like in the first place to be involved myself or to actually groom the business. So I guess that's what that actually prompted me along the way to talk about and to explore on angel investing. Well, actually, this is the first workshop that I've attended that actually starts with a module talking about who and what is angel investing, all the way to all the term sheets and all the agreements, pros and cons, and then considerations, clauses, and etc. So it's definitely very beneficial. And even at my stage, my level, operating and managing companies of a few hundred million ringgit, I find it extremely useful. Because along the past years, I have been doing a piecemeal, and every time when you have contracts, you have a different variety of contracts, and sometimes, a lot of times, I use it as a gut feeling. But in angel investing, you cannot use that very much because the risk is already very, very high because it's a new startup. It could be 3 months old or 12 months old. All right, so we need to actually do it a bit more professionally, and so I guess actually the workshops brings us through and explores the various case studies on what should we do and what can we do, things like that. Easy, not really, but I still find it a little bit complicated on some of the formulas and all that, especially when it comes to valuation. But I guess the key thing is to be able to understand that there are variety of clauses, variety of ways to actually team up, support, and at the same time to protect your investments. So I guess that's a key take back that I have from this workshop. Actually, ideas. Well, actually, it's fantastic. I've invested in quite a lot of companies, and because I wanted to do more and more investments, angel investing, so it becomes very useful that some of these tools and techniques when I apply it. Simply by just attending this 2-day session itself, I pick up at least 3 very important clauses that I will definitely request, and I probably use the word that I will adopt, in future. So basically, it gets me a little bit more ready and prepared to be more comfortable in investing and picking up a few more other potential entrepreneurs that I can support and them in the course of starting up.
Get interested in angel investing and funding is actually because throughout years I started my own company and running my own business. I see that as an entrepreneur, it is very important to get the initial funding to start out your business, especially at the seed stage, and then progressively throughout the growth stage. It will really depends on the support of the investors to actually accelerate the growth of the company. So that's why I'm very interested into this field, because I see that there are companies that really grow very fast, and investors themselves also benefit a lot from investing in this company. My goals in investing is actually would like to actually find the unicorn and have the opportunity to be able to participate into very high potential and successful companies, and then in turn definitely we gain a lot of benefits, not just in terms of returns in the ROIs in the investment, but also along the way we also learn a lot from the company and grow together with the company. This workshop definitely open up a lot of new information and knowledge towards investing, especially in angel investing or early stage investing. There's a lot of information that previously we have not thought of, and a lot of measures how to protect investors we have not thought of, and in this workshop actually it points us out clearly and how we can use certain measures properly and be able to help investors ourselves and also our entrepreneurs together. Some of the important tools are like the examples of the term sheets, what kind of terms should we in place into the term sheet, and the negotiations that we can do in terms of this term sheet as well, because it is very important that we have all the details and terms in place before we actually have a done deal, rather than do it spontaneously without proper planning and proper in placing these protective measures, and then having a lot of issues maybe down the road. So these are the few things that actually give us a lot of information at a head start. After this session, I see that in terms of support, definitely this workshop will enable us to have a more clear picture of how to structure our future investment on preparing the term sheet, what kind of negotiation terms we would like to prepare and discuss with the entrepreneurs, and then come up with templates. And we are very glad that this workshop also gives us a very clear templates of what to put in, and if we have further questions, then we can also consult to the consultants as well. Thank you.
For the angel investing, me myself actually I found is a tool of investing. It's another tool because maybe we have like property investment and all other assets. Then this will be another set of vehicle for us to be invest. For me to invest in, to be an angel investor, the first thing is I think actually we can help more new startups and entrepreneurs. This is my first, the core value for me, in order to help out more startups and entrepreneurs. For this workshop, we were getting know more details regarding due diligence, valuation as well, and also there's few types of exit strategy as well. Definitely for those, especially in the valuation as well, for the calculations and how actually as an angel investor, how actually we do the valuations in those startups as well. So this is very important because it's hard, because at this moment actually a lot of entrepreneurs come in with different types of valuations. So as an angel investor, so we need to know how actually this project been valued. Definitely, the program and the support from this workshop definitely will help us in the angel investing, and in the future we hope this kind of support will be continuous. Then we will create a synergy amongst our network as well.
Actually, I'm a serial entrepreneur, so I've been building my own business for many years now. It's like something like for the past almost 30 years I've been in business, so I reached the stage and the age obviously where I think we can now contribute to other people, and it shares I also have a passion for youths. I like to see youths develop, and I think we put both together, so we think that we are able to help youths launch their own business, and that's how I got interested in this. Well, beyond the obvious fact of wanting to make a bit more money, I think what we want to see is we want to see some good businesses come out of Malaysia. I think we will say that we have been successful if we are able to see some startups and some businesses achieve the kind of successes that other people will say, okay, this company has done very well, and that's a personal satisfaction for us. So we want to see a lot more Malaysian companies and startups emerge. Oh yeah, certainly. It's been interesting hearing perspectives from other parts of the world, how they do angel investing and the kind of terms that investors there look out for and all that. So I found it very interesting that India has got something that are quite similar to us, but obviously there are some things that they are they have been useful. Some of the terms obviously we are familiar with, having done some agreements before, but the technical aspects have been quite useful, looking at term sheets which we have done before, but there are certain clauses and all that are better explained this time, and definitely we'll be using some of those. Valuation too, valuation is always a challenge when it comes to startups, so when it comes to the fact that we see how we understand the various methods of valuation, they will be helpful to us. So all in all, I think the technical aspect of the workshop has been very, very useful. Well, I think moving forward, what MN and obviously what Bunny Foundation is doing is good, bringing together a lot of investors. I think the Malaysian Business Angel Network can help to grow a lot more investors, formation of investor group possibly, but also enable a lot of interaction between everybody. That will help, because I don't think any investor can do it on his own. You do need a group to come in together sometimes to support startups and all that. So I guess if we can find more people coming up to get interested in angel investing, and if I may say, maybe through equity crowdfunding platforms too. So these are the kind of things that will be very useful for investors.